Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Cancer is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And Cancer readings every Tuesday and Saturday. All right. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you, and a Two of Swords. It feels to me like you're someone who, I kind of feel like you've got a decision to make right now, you know, but you're not content with just doing the math on it. You can't just logically figure out a pros and cons list of what's going to be the better option for you. This is something that really needs to have a kind of a subtle, spiritual, insightful, intuitive component to it. Yeah. And you're the type of person that I think you rely heavily on logic. You're a smart person. You have a rational head on your shoulders, but you're trying to tap into that intuitive understanding. Yeah. You're trying to communicate, I think, with energies beyond kind of what the rational mind is capable of doing. Yeah. Let's put this into some context, all right? Now, that's our first card. Let's select our last card, and that is going to be the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot, and we're just going to set it down over here. We'll put Mr. Ed, the little horse, right on top. Happy little horse. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need, okay? And if at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments, okay? So, we've got our Two of Swords. There may be a crossroads here, right? Maybe we're sitting right in the middle of the crossroads and just kind of waiting like the Buddha under the Bodhi tree. You know, enlighten me. Which way should I go? Which way do I turn? Well, now we got a Two of Cups. This could be a romantic situation that you're involved with, okay? For some of you, this is going to be that kind of decision, yeah. But with the Two of Cups here, I think that this is really talking about what we are choosing to commit to, right? What do you feel that strongly toward? Yeah. And it could be that you have more than one option. It could be that you're trying to ask yourself, do I really feel strongly enough about this person, job, careers, course of study, destination, right? This destiny or this purpose, you know, this commitment. Do you feel strongly enough about it to devote yourself to it? Yeah, to follow that path. See, now we've got a 2 and a 2 here. It is something that I think is a life-changing. This really does feel like a crossroads. It feels like whatever decision you make now is going to affect at least the next few months, years of your life. All right? Let's see what else we've got here. We've got an Emperor. There could be an Aries person in your life. I feel... I almost feel like there's a strong fatherly kind of energy around you. Well, maybe not even around you, maybe just kind of within you. I wonder if maybe your father figure, maybe they're no longer on this plane of existence. Okay, maybe they have transcended. But I feel as if you always kind of, you always ask their advice, you know? I feel like you're kind of always hearing them in the back of your mind, giving you that kind of sharp piece of advice, yeah? Are you sure you want to go down that road? because this to me, it's something that we hold within us, and it's just like this the relationship that we have with authority, you know? And I think this stems back obviously to when we're raised, when we're just little kids. But I feel like you've always had a rather strong connection with a fatherly type figure, you know, that kind of paternal energy. And I almost think there's something unique about this person's face. I don't know, they had some sort of distinct facial feature, I'm feeling anyway. But I feel like you're in some ways wishing they were still here to kind of give you the advice, like show you what is the right thing to do here, you know? But I like that card is within you, because now look, we have the Three of Wands. This is the right thing to do, right? This is what the Emperor would tell you. So I feel like you're tapping into this paternal energy, and you really are getting the advice that you seek. I wonder if we're even going to have a Hierophant here somewhere to confirm even further. The Three of Wands is, well, it's a trinity, but it's also a unity. How do you know you're doing the right thing? Well, it's when your body, your heart, your mind, your spirit are in agreement with it, right? They are in unison. It's kind of a internal democracy, you know? And I think that's kind of where you are trying to base your actions from, is this feeling of integrity, this place of character, having principles. I feel like this father energy, I feel like they were a very principled person. You know, there was a kind of a right way to do things, a right way to behave, you know. Even if it was difficult, it was the right thing to do. Yeah. That's kind of what this card is about. This is, you know, doing the right thing even when no one's looking. Yeah. And this is, you know, an impulse. You feel pulled in a certain direction or pushed from within down a certain one of these roads, you know, one of these twos here. And you need to make sure that well, what we have here, the air and the water, right? Thinking and feeling. We have to make sure that they are unified. You have the impulse to pick one or the other, but there's something about your thinking and your feeling functions that are not yet, anyway, allowing for this fiery impulse to reach the earth, right, to manifest. And what I always say, and I'm wondering if this card here is going to be some earth energy. It's always a fire to earth process of creation. Okay, you feel the impulse, you check in with your heart and your mind, and then the behavior manifests. And that's where we're at now. Right now is the point where you're just about to act, but you're checking in with your heart and your mind. Okay, and I think your heart and your mind are kind of split in two different directions, and it's hard to kind of to get a clear idea of the one path, or the one that is the right thing. Now we've got a Knight of Wands, and that's really, this is what we don't want to do. See, now we're kind of surrounding ourselves with fire here. Rather than acting impulsively, you want to check in with that more paternal energy, whether it is a father figure that is transcended, may the gods bless their soul, or if it is, you know, maybe just an inner guide, something like that, ancestors, a guardian angel, spirit guide. This could literally be, you know, a person that is still with you on the physical plane, wanting their kind of opinion, but knowing ultimately that you are the one that has to make the decision. No one can tell you what is the right or wrong answer here. But what you don't want to do is fire on fire. You don't want to be impulsive about it. So we're trying to temper this impulsivity with the thoughtfulness, with the feelingfulness, rather than just attaching to the first impulse and running away with it, right? Letting the horse carry us away to whichever one, you know, feels the best right now in this instant. So there's a big difference between the Knight of Wands and the Emperor, even though these are both Aries energies. One feels very impulsive, but one has this kind of poise and equilibrium that I think really is the secret for how to control the activity. Because Aries, obviously, right, known for impulsive behavior, right? And Cancer, you have a little bit of that too, because you're a cardinal sign. You're cardinal water, whereas Aries is the cardinal fire. It's really quick to get something started, doesn't always follow through, starts to kind of lose steam, halfway down the course. So the idea here with the Emperor is that we have to learn to, we have to do this inner work of unification in order to really trust this horse and to say, okay, I can allow myself to be led away by my impulse, by my instinct, by my intuition, because I've already established a good rapport with myself, and I can trust myself that this is going to be in the best interest of the realm, Let's do our last card here and see if this is going to be some earth energy. Yeah, it is. It is the earth energy, and it not only is it a pentacle card, it's a court card. So now this is you like literally out in the world, acting on this impulse, right? Manifesting the behaviors that we've seen here. But this is some Taurus energy. This is, now I said I wanted the Hierophant. I got some fixed earth energy instead. It's pretty close. But this, the Prince of Pentacles is fixed in that decision, right? The impulsivity that we see here with the cardinal fire energy, the Aries energy, could get halfway down the track and just turn around and say, I changed my mind. But the Prince of Pentacles, there is no changing of the mind. The decision has been made. The impulse, the spirit, the heart, and the mind have given orders to the body, and the body is acting and moving forward. So to me, this is saying that you will come to the right decision here, that you're doing everything appropriately, and you will choose a course of action. All right. Now let's switch over to the path of the serpent, and as I do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. Doesn't cost you anything. And leave some comments for me. I really do enjoy hearing from you. I'm losing my voice, as you can tell. Okay, general energy here. We've got more court cards. And now we've got real clarity. Now we've got heart and mind united. This is the Queen of Swords, right? Water of air. Water and air here. And it's really the heart-mind that we're trying to kind of reconcile here in order to choose the best course of action. And this, I think, is you've done that here, because you've pulled off the mask. You've risen above the fluctuating, turbulent waters and the feelings and the thoughts and stuff, and you're seeing things much more clearly now. It's almost as if this Queen of Swords can be way up here and is looking down on this situation and saying, yeah, I understand it now. I see what is going on with me. And, you're able to maybe have a little peace of mind, a little peacefulness of heart, and get that intuitive answer that you're looking for. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, now we've got a Five of Swords, but reversed. So now this is really, this is kind of the same thing. The spiritual sword here, the uppermost point of the pentagram is facing upwards. It's on top. It's where it should be, right? It's dominating the four lower elements, rather than this card. The card's usually like this. And the point of spirit is down beneath the other four elements. So it's being concealed, it's being clouded, it's being obfuscated, right? This card came out like this. It means that you're rising above the fluctuating flow of events, right? The kind of the daily swirl of impressions, and you're seeing things for what they are, and you're tapping into that essence of pure spirit. And this really does enter your mind in the form of positive thoughts, of even a dialogue with this paternal figure. If this is an ancestor, a spirit guide, if this is a guardian angel, if this is maybe somebody in your physical environment, right? Maybe an Aries person. I feel like you are you're having the right kind of discussion with that person. Yeah. And it is one that is allowing you to see things much more clearly. Okay, and that to me is really, that's what we need right now, I think, is that clarity. Let's select another card for the difficulty here. Difficulty in the Ten of Cups there. So I think the idea here is that you've got a vision of your perfect life. You know yourself. You know what it takes to make you happy, Cancer, right? And sometimes it's a lot. Sometimes us Cancer, I'm a solar Cancer. Sometimes it really, it takes a lot to fulfill us, you know? You have a lot of ambitions. You have a lot of ideals. You have a lot of goals. And a lot of these goals, I think, are centered around the idea of love and spirituality and home and family, creativity, compassion, sharing, that kind of interconnectedness. Yeah. But this is the card that's in the position of the worries. And so I think that's what the whole kind of internal debate is. Does this particular choice, relationship, person, job, career, pivot, whatever, educational track, whatever we're deciding here, can it unfold into this Ten of Cups? Or are we setting the bar too high? Or do we have unreasonable expectations? See, this is something that we really need, this Emperor energy to kind of communicate with us, and so we can ask these questions of ourselves, and get from our higher self, and get a clear, kind of unbiased answer. Am I asking too much? Am I expecting too much? Do I put unreasonable expectations on other people, and then when they don't fulfill them, then I'm justified in feeling the way I feel, or whatever. So this is the difficulty. Yeah. It's in the position of kind of the obstacle here. What's the final card? Final card is lust, strength, passion. And I think that this is the courage for going forward. This is the courage of making a decision and putting everything you have into it. And it's kind of also a card that says we have to get our fear under control. Get all of our thoughts under control. And I think this is a real boldness. This is real magic for you. And I feel, didn't get a lot of earth cards here. Didn't really even get a lot of air cards. So it's hard to say if this is mostly a career thing for some of you, or if it is a romance. But I feel whatever it is, you're going to pick the path that is going to allow you the most freedom of expression, the most creativity, right? The most opportunity to grow and to advance and to be yourself and to be creative and to express yourself and to really do your magic. And I think that's the most important component of this. Because again, we don't even see a lot of earth energy. It's not about the kind of financial stability or the structure or the outer appearance of things. Is this going to be a partnership, a relationship, a business deal, an employment, whatever it is, that's going to allow you to pursue your goals and be everything that you want to be in life, right? Well, let's check the mystery card. I'm curious now if this is maybe some earth energy. Maybe we'll see some of the maybe some of the water can unfold a little bit. We'll see that. Maybe we'll get the Empress. That would be something. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments, okay? We've got an Eight of Swords. Yeah, Eight of Swords. This is, again, kind of confirming that we need to get out of this this internal discussion a little bit. That we are perhaps asking too many questions, or perhaps we're relying too much on the advice of others, or, because I said that we're trying to open up a dialogue with this kind of authority figure, whether it's a spirit guide or an ancestor or God, goddess, deity, or, a fatherly figure, someone close to you. But now getting the Eight of Swords, it's almost like, yes, we can have this conversation, this discussion, but we still have to make the decision for ourselves. Because we can listen to all the advice in the world telling us a certain thing, and then we can still say, yeah, but, right? So we're kind of just tying ourselves up in knots here. So there is a point, and I think it's really this is where it comes down to, and this is like rising above the dialogue itself. Just taking in all the feelings, all the thoughts that we can, and then rising above those and taking a look at the whole picture. There has to come a time where we stop trying to kind of intellectually debate what the next course of action is and just look at everything that we have. We don't need any more data, right? So this is a big tangle that we could get stuck in. Now we're getting, too much of this air energy. But I think that this is a good confirmation card, because this is in some ways forcing us to learn new ways of solving problems. And we said it at the very beginning, it's kind of transcending this internal debate, which way to go, and tapping into that kind of intuitive, instinctual, spiritual, insightful part of ourselves. I think this is a good reading for you. And I think the decision that you're going to make, again, it's going to lead to this lust and strength card. So it is going to have a very good outcome here, I think. Now we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, click either above or below in the video description. I'm here every day from 6 to 8 a.m. Chicago time. Cancer readings are Tuesdays and Saturdays. All right. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And leave some comments for me. I really do enjoy hearing from you. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.